how can men start to really begin to develop a deeper personal intimacy so that from that they can start to develop a deeper intimacy with partner?
First, it's strange to say, but get into a men's group with high quality men. Like, have really quality friends, not just friends that you drink and go, to clubs or go to bars with, but like friends that you can talk about actual feelings, and actual emotions.
Do you guys do that?
And, huh?
Do you guys do that?
No, not as often as it should.
Okay.
And what happens is in that environment, we realize how much bullshit there is about stereotypically being a man. And there's no like taking pride in not crying or any of that society bullshit.
So Rick, what comes up for me there is, how does a guy find that? Like, that sounds rare to me. I think about my brother.
There are a few organizations out there. I found a great start at the Mankind Project. Mankindproject.org.
Isn't that out of the UK? Their nation. I thought aren't they out of the UK?
No, I went to one in Baltimore. I mean, there may be a branch in the UK, maybe.
Okay, I actually met.
But they're everywhere.
Oh, I was gonna say, my partner was telling me that he met someone at a bar in Phnom Penh in Cambodia just last week that went through the Mankind Project in the UK. And this guy is actually from, I want to say Egypt, but I'm really not sure. Anyway, so...
That is incredible.
It's incredible that you brought it up.
I don't put it by being worldwide.
Where else can you look for men's groups?
I'm sure that there are, like, online there is Authentic Man program out of San Francisco. Now they're in Boulder.
Yeah, at the Integral Center.
Yeah, at the Integral Center out there. It's becoming the hub for them. Those are two great starts. But also, if there is a guy out there that actually has the balls to turn to the guy next to him and say that this is how I'm actually feeling, do you feel the same? There's pressure about being a man that feels unfair, or that is unrealistic, or that hurts, or I actually do want to cry, and I'm afraid of women pointing and laughing at me like I'm in high school.
I actually made my partner had communicated that he was having a really rough week, and that he just felt like he needed to release that. And I actually looked at him and I'm like, well, let's make an appointment, a date for crying. And he's just kind of like, are you joking? I'm like, no, let's just pick a time. Let's just do it, And that seems crazy. I understand that on the outside. But on the inside, it's like, as a woman, it's such a release, I'm imagining, for me to look at a man and say, I'm inviting you to cry in front of me and with me. Not only that, but I'm going to go so far as to put it in my calendar because I care about you doing that so much.
Even that is a rare ability for women. Scheduling gives you the opportunity to prepare yourself, number one.
Yeah.
Brene Brown, who speaks about vulnerability and shame on TED Talks, one comment she made was so striking to me. Or there were two, actually. She was telling a story about all she did at first was study about shame and guilt with women until a guy is in line with his family and tells his wife and his daughter that, I'm going to ask her a question. You guys go along. And asked her, why hasn't she done studies on men? And she gave some answer like, because or something like that.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
was like, well, that's convenient,
Mm.
which kind of shook her. And then the statement that he made was that my wife and daughters would rather me die on the horse than to see me fall from it. And I equivalate that to um, when men can't handle women crying,
Mm-hmm.
women can't handle seeing a man cry.
Hmm.
And the number one fear I believe that's behind that is how long is this going to go on?
Yeah.
Is this guy or girl going to be mushy my entire relationship with her, and not really fully understanding that this is a part of the whole person?
And I think for women, in seeing men cry, oftentimes it's this fear, if we really look at what's underneath of it, it's this fear that they're really not strong. And if
Yeah.
they're not strong, what do we do then?
Yes.
Does that mean I have to be strong enough for both of us all the time because I don't want to do that? Or I can't do that. There's sometimes this voice that's like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
And I think you're right. I think we're pointing to the other. I love Brene Brown. I would love to emulate that woman. She's amazing. The other quote that I think you were alluding to that really stands out for me is, if I get it right, where she shares at a TED Talk that, show me a woman who can sit with a man in his tears and his vulnerability, and I'll show you a woman who's done a lot of inner work. And you show me a man who can sit with a woman through all of the pain and suffering that she's got going on and be there with her and not try to fix her, but just be there. And I'll show you a man who's done a lot of work.
Yeah.
So you're right.
Yeah.
It takes